In this edition of City News, find out what the city is doing to improve your ride. Also, we bring you the latest news regarding high school athletics. Plus, find out why the Dodgers Foundation stopped in Hawthorne recently. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. COVID-19 might be slowing most of us down and keeping us home, but the city of Hawthorne is still on the move. Lauren McKay tells us how they're working hard to keep our roads safe.
Determined and focused in the midst of uncertainty.
I think it's pretty spectacular. The fact that we have the ability to still come out and work, obviously we're outdoors, so it makes it a little bit different for a lot of people, but I think we have the ability to still impact our city.
The City of Hawthorne's Public Works Department has been working round the clock to bring you safer roads.
This project consists of reconstructing 14 local streets selected from our pavement management system.
As you can see on this map, the 14 streets are located all around the city. Streets like this one, 138th Place, where the road has gone variably untouched for 10 years and was in major need of a facelift.
What we're doing today is we're rehabilitating all the streets with rubber hot mix asphalt over leveling course to improve drivability.
So when life resumes post-pandemic, safe roads will be the least of our worries. For HCTV, I'm Lauren McKay.
To stay updated on all the city's projects and changes during the pandemic, visit the city's website at www.cityofhawthorne.org. The U.S. Census 2020 continues to be open, and everyone is urged to reply before the end of the month. In the next 2 months, those households that are non-responsive will be visited by Census employees or enumerators. The questionnaire is quick and easy and can be completed in over 12 languages. To complete, go to my2020census.gov. At the start of COVID-19, the Dodgers Foundation conducted a needs assessment to learn how they could help the families within their RBI league since food shortage was a top priority. They were able to plan a day to distribute boxes of food to all of their Hawthorne RBI families. Danny Miskell was there and has more on the story.
Volunteers from Helping Hands, along with 66 Uber Eats drivers, have signed up to help deliver these food packages today. And they're going to be helping over 100 families here in Hawthorne that are a part of the Dodgers RBI Virtual Baseball League. Drivers stopped by the Memorial Center's parking lot to pick up food packages, then deliver them directly to the doorsteps of Hawthorne families. Each family received a dairy box and a fruits and veggies box from the Dodgers Foundation.
We felt like it was of high need to make sure we provided those services and opportunities to families. So it came of direct need of what the families needed and being able to provide those resources for them in a safe and appropriate way.
Around this time of year, both the Dodgers and CIF Sports program would host a baseball event for the kids. With the event having to be canceled, the kids were able to participate in a virtual baseball league instead. And the Dodgers sent these food boxes their way to let them know they were missed.
I can't really express how thankful I am for that organization and for everything they do for the community of Hawthorne.
Nonprofit organization Helping Hands is a collaboration between Google, Facebook, and Uber. And they reached out to the Dodgers Foundation to create a partnership and help families impacted by COVID-19.
It feels amazing to be a part of this program and really help the communities in need. I live nearby, so I'm even more excited to be able to help neighbors, right? It's all about getting out there. If you can help, getting out and helping those who need help, because not everybody could be out there.
Helping Hands was able to provide Uber Eats services to ensure that these deliveries were made in the safest way possible. For drivers like David Onoki, this was the perfect opportunity for him to do his part and help out the community.
I think, just doing my part, as little as it may be, feels pretty good. I know it's a small part, but it feels good to be able to do something.
The Dodgers Foundation and Helping Hands organization are planning more initiatives to support the families in the RBI League. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Danny Miskell.
To learn about upcoming Hawthorne sports program virtual activities, visit the city's website at www.cityofhawthorne.org/sports-center-activities. In July, Governor Gavin Newsom determined schools in the LA County would not be returning to in-person learning. Mayor Alex Vargas recently held a public service announcement with the local school districts to announce their start of school dates and plan for the upcoming school year.
I know how important school is for our children, but it is also important that we keep our children safe, our employees safe, and the entire community safe.
We'll continue to adapt and adjust accordingly. And for the record, we all want our students back. We know that our students learn better when they're face-to-face with their teachers, when they have social interaction with their peers, and when they get out of their house and actually learn in person.
The school districts also announced they will be implementing different procedures and providing tools necessary for the students to be successful.
We will be having live instruction with our teachers and our fellow students. So please make sure that you are ready to go with your Chromebook, with your internet connection, because during each class you will have to be able to be logged in.
To watch the public service announcement in its entirety, go to the city website at www.cityofhawthorne.org. The California Interscholastic Federation gives an update on when school sports will be able to begin in the upcoming school year. Tony Long Jr. talks with one of the local high school athletic directors to give us the details.
Thank you, Jennifer. We're here right now with Matt Cianez, athletic director of Hawthorne High School. Thank you, Matt, for joining us today.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
All right. So, Matt, tell us what the CIF has plans for this upcoming school year as far as sports.
It's been a little hectic so far with new information coming out all the time, but the course of the plan of action right now for CIF is to begin the athletic calendar in December with practices for our fall sports, and then begin games for the fall sports beginning in January. The first football game is scheduled for Friday, January 8th, and boys and girls volleyball will follow the next week, along with cross country. Those are the sports that we'll be fielding at Hawthorne. I know there are a few other fall sports going on with some of our other South Bay associate schools, but those will be the sports that we field.
All right.
And then breaking things down into 2 seasons, things will start after that and piling up, but there's going to be a fall season that begins in January, and then a spring season that will begin in March.
All right. And now, what are the necessary steps for having all the teams working their way back towards the field or the court as far as starting to get ready to train and practice?
We were actually getting pretty close to that when the county reopened a little bit, and we had some guidelines in place where we could start doing small group workouts of 10 or less, but the LA County Office of Education just put out some new guidelines at the end of July that said that we can't have any students on campus for athletics as long as we're on distance learning. So hopefully, if the situation improves, we'll get back to the point where, again, we could have students on campus for those workouts, but it's not in the immediate future right now.
Now, have anything been scheduled yet as far as the team starting to schedule, since now you have a schedule in place to start sports in 2021?
Yes, we are working on our scheduling for all of our sports. We should be keeping our football schedule solid with the contracts that we signed that we already had in place. So a full 10-week schedule for our football teams. We're not sure right now on the number of lower level teams that we're going to field, but we are definitely planning to compete in all of the varsity sports that we have in the past. And I would expect some of the other sports to have a little condensed preseason schedule, but the games are definitely in place for our league schedules, and we will have some preseason games to get the tune-up for that. we're excited for competing in the new Ocean League. We think we got a chance in some of our sports to be able to do some good things this year and compete in those CIF playoffs.
Wonderful. Now, are there any safety protocols that teams are abiding by when they start practicing?
I have definitely been having a lot of discussions with our athletic trainer at Hawthorne to put those in place. All of our district athletic trainers did a great job of putting together a whole guideline booklet and protocol about the things that we need, starting with pre-screening testing, doing questionnaires for the students to, see if they have any symptoms. We're going to be getting thermometers when students come in and doing temperature screenings before they come on. We'll be following the 6 feet social distancing guidelines, all the sanitation of equipment, making sure that they have face masks when they're doing most things other than the most strenuous activities. So we're definitely going to be putting those in place when the time comes for us to be able to have workouts. We're going to be on distance learning online until the end of Q1. At the end of September, the district is going to reevaluate the situation. So hopefully at that time, we'll be able to have some, real steps toward having our athletes come on and getting ready for practice for the season.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing this information with us, and good luck to you in the near future. Jennifer, back to you.
For the latest news and updates on the status of the start of high school sports around the area, visit the CIF Southern Section website at www.cifss.org. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hctv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from the city's repaving project. See you next time.